if I should play this game again, or if I should continue onto this game. And it's been a while since I played it, so I said fuck it, and I guess I'll live stream it again. Um, yeah, I think I've played this game twice. I played it again the second time mainly because I had unlocked a skin that made me look like Alex Mercer, and I wanted to see the game like while playing as that. So yeah. I'll just start up a new game. All the powers, mutations, and elevations based on your most recent save files, story missions, collectibles, and open world missions will be reset. Wait, what? Collectibles. Okay. Okay.
All right, sweetie. We'll take you to ride the roller coaster just as soon as my tour ends. But it's past your bedtime then, so say goodnight. Pull mommy out, okay?
Okay, goodnight, Daddy. I love you.
She's been talking about roller coasters non-stop since we got back.
I wish I could.
Yeah, me too. I missed you, Jimmy. We both did.
I miss you too, baby.
Scientists from the Gentek Corporation are still struggling to identify the cause of the event commonly referred to as the second outbreak. Elite government troops known as Blackwatch have arrived at the scene.
I thought all that was over and done with, but now they're saying this virus thing started cropping up again. Jimmy, I'm worried.
Hey, I need you to try and relax, all right? I'm gonna be home in a couple of weeks. And maybe we'll go stay with your mom for a while, just till they get things sorted out.
A woman was killed last night in Central Park by what eyewitnesses described as a walking corpse. Gentek officials have verified that the assailant was infected with the Mercer virus, which was thought to have been eradicated last year. Now every time I look out the window, I see Blackwatch troops. Jimmy, they closed Maya's school. I don't know if we should be here. They said, just stay put, don't go causing any panic.
Well, then just stay put and don't go causing any panic, all right? I'll be there tomorrow night. Then we'll take Maya and go see your mom. Okay, baby? If they got the situation contained, there's no reason to doubt them, right?
Oh, there's no space. I fucked up.
Many of New York's government officials are now predicting Blackwatch will declare martial law in the city within the next 48 hours. We here at Eyewitness News urge you all, if you do not have to be in the city, to consider evacuating.
At no point in the violence in Maine has matched the unexplained viral surge of the last 72 hours. There have even been reported sightings of Alex Mercer, the man largely acknowledged as the cause of the catastrophic outbreak.
I'm sorry. I just feel so far away from you guys.
I miss you, Daddy.
I miss you too, baby girl. But don't worry. Daddy's coming home.
I think this intro is really good. It's the same with the last game, like the intros for these games are pretty good. I think everything else kind of isn't great in both games in terms of story. Kind of makes me, I kind of want to do this with a lot of things, like one day make adaptations or sequels to pre-existing properties, because I have some good ideas, and actually wouldn't. I wouldn't mind like a reboot of both these games, and maybe just like fix some issues, specifically with the plots.
Ballista 1-1 is Oscar Mike. ETA 2 minutes. Maintain present course.
Why are we even here? We're supposed to be peacekeepers, handling civilians and shit. Give this red zone bullshit to fucking Blackwatch.
Shit. You want to leave a patrol mission up to those fucking baby killers? They just as soon blow this city to Kingdom Come.
Yeah, I heard that, man.
Caution, caution.
I believe this game was made by the people who made the Incredible Hulk game, which is a questionable game. An inferior version of Hulk Ultimate Destruction, which
This is Ninja 3-3.
Copy 3-3.
the first prototype was made by the people who made Hulk Ultimate Destruction, I believe. It's like these guys are constantly living in the shadows of like the guys who made the better versions of these games, I guess. In some people's eyes.
Alex Mercer.
Alex Mercer. Oh, shit. Red Crown, we've got Alex Mercer in RZ Grid 3-4. Alex Mercer is in the AO. RZ Grid 3-4. We are awaiting your command.
Ninja 3-3, this is Red Crown. We're sending reinforcements to your location. Do not pursue Mercer. Repeat.
Red Crown, be advised. I'm not in fucking Blackwatch. What the?
Visually a far superior game, this is, in my opinion.
What else you got? The hell is this punk up to? What? You think I won't follow you in there?
Give me a second.
Hello? Please help me! Oh, God, help me!
I think Heller story kind of falls into the same problem a lot of the earlier God of War games fall into, where it's like Kratos is
Mercer! Don't you run from me!
Kratos is just constantly screaming and is just a constant ball of anger, and Heller is just that. Whereas with the intro, trying to kind of build him up as this sympathetic character, he doesn't really come off as this kind of constantly yelling angry person in the intro, you know? Oh yeah, they change the dodge for this. Okay.
Okay. You done running?
It's R2 in the first game is dodge. And it's also the sprint button.
How's a virus make something like that? Get the fuck off of me! Bitch.
I also really like these stylized black and white cutscenes.
I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
No man should have survived this. His system is flooded with the virus. Which is why you're going to run these experiments, Doctor.
And if you don't like the results, Colonel Rooks, then what?
Heller is Gentech property now. Things go sour, you burn the room.
Burn the... No, absolutely not. This specimen is priceless.
Colonel said burn it. That's what you're gonna do.
It's time to begin.
I think the gameplay portion of the beginning of the first game was a lot better. But you could say,
Fuck is this?
you know, they wanted to build up Heller's character with that intro. We have this.
Let me out of here!
You have what you need, Dr. Koenig?
Colonel, please, we must learn all we can about the subject.
Hey, I can hear you! My God.
The raw data we're collecting here is like nothing I've ever seen before.
I'm gonna kill you when I get out of here. Hey! You hear me?
That's enough. He's too dangerous. Burn him.
Brooks, you can't. He's far too valuable.
You're out of order, Koenig. Lieutenant Riley, hit the switch. Yes, sir. Burn or given Parker and Douglas Brooks, O2 23 hours. Get cleanup and recovery in there. Make sure he's dead.
Daniel, Colonel, this is no place for your plan to bug.
Don't get sanctimonious with me, you fucking ghoul. I've read your experiment reports.
Not too keen on their Blackwatch redesign. They look a little bit, you know, goofy.
No signs of life, sir.
Make sure I don't need another Mercer running around.
Yes, sir.
Oh, shit! Oh, Jesus, fuck, get me out of here!
Incredible. It healed him.
Oh, shit. What the fuck did he do to me?
Riley, keep burning him. Gladly, sir.
Heller, eat them! He's going to survive!
Shut the fuck up, Doc. All non-essential personnel evacuate. I need a perimeter defense on this building.
Roger, Colonel. Rather 1-1 is off your mic.
That's my cue to leave.
It's kind of weird to have X be your dodge button. Like, most games it's circle. But,
There we go. One more. One more. Fight through this, freak.
You're gonna pay for this.
Shit! The bird controls are dead. You guard that control room, Lieutenant. Oh, don't you worry. He's not getting out this way.
you're funny.
Okay, you fucking come up here.
I need to get out into the open world because something's happening. I'm not too sure. I think I'm misremembering.
What the hell is this?
It's what you're meant for. It's why I chose you.
What the fuck did you do to me?
I gave you the Mercer virus. That's what they call it, right? Same virus 2 years in a row. And the same Blackwatch, here to save New York. Wake up, Heller. This is no viral outbreak. This is a bioweapons test. Designed by Gentek. Controlled by Blackwatch. And blamed on me. This peon here is gonna prove it to you. James Heller, meet Blackwatch Lieutenant Mark Simon. Let it happen. Let it come to you. Let the truth sink in.
Mercer's interference with the New York detonation was bad enough. He cannot remain at large.
Oh, you afraid he might fuck things up even more?
I was on the Gentek team that developed that virus, Simon, in 1964. I will not see my life's work ruined.
What the hell was that?
Every living thing you consume makes you stronger. You take their shapes, and you take their memories.
I've heard you talking. I've seen your weird virus shit, but I haven't seen nothing that'll make me believe you over them.
No? They cut you, Heller. They put you in a cage with 50 starving infected, and then they tried to burn you alive. I didn't release the virus. And I didn't kill your wife and kid.
So what do you want? You want to fight them?
I want to destroy them. Blackwatch and Gentek and their virus. And I want your help. But there's something you need to do first. Gentek's been experimenting with the virus. making all kinds of infected creatures. You need that DNA. When you're ready, I'll find you. And for God's sake, man, put some fucking clothes on.
Do not like Heller's look in comparison. Don't like Alex's new voice actor. And I really don't like this beginning premise. If I recall correctly what happens, it doesn't get better. There's some interesting things that you could do in this game, you know? With the story, there's a lot of interesting things you could do with the story of the first game. In this one, it's like, they don't do it.
This shit ain't causing me no problems, man.
This is just how we are now.
Viper, this is 2-5. I got artists in grid 1-9. Copy 2-5, SOP, over. Roger that, Viper.
This game foretold the future.
Knees on the line, papers are mine. Come on. Captain, this place reeks. Permission to disinfect. Yep, I come to that. Hey, where are you going? Hey, are you hard of hearing? I said knees on the line.
He looks kind of good in this lighting. He called me bro. So, immediately noticing something. It's massively weird to have the Dodge X now, because before, if you wanted to do the air dash like that, you had to do it, you had to do it by tapping R2. Now, there was some issues I have too with the first game by having it like that, by tapping R2, is because you have to or no, sorry. And the glide, you have to tap X, and with the mega jump, you have to hold X. So, if you're charging up your jump in the air while gliding, if you want to dash, then glide again, you have to let go of the charge and then tap X. So, yeah, and this, you can't charge your jumps, which is a bummer. The jump isn't that high in comparison.
God damn, this is gonna come in handy. Alright, I should get to higher ground, find out where I am.
Blackwatch commanders, we have a missing GenTech test subject in the area. Name is James Heller. Specimen is black, bald.
Instrument powers, let's see. Where are you? pretty sure I already have, yeah, everything in here. Sorry, I'm just checking stuff. Alright.
Extremely dangerous. If you encountered the subject, you are cleared.
Wait a minute. I know this neighborhood. That's my church. Wonder if Father Guerra's in. Sure could use some spiritual advice right about now. Father, I'm not gonna hurt you.
James? That is quite a story. But I don't know why you've come to me.
I came to you because you know things, Father. You hear things. I came to you because I need your help.
Yeah. I heard a lot of things. Most of it bad. The infection. It just swept everyone away. I tried to help. I did everything. But then there was Blackwatch.
What did they do?
Rounded up the healthy, put them in camps, gave them the disease, put them in cages with the monsters. Some old friends and we tried to get them out, but they caught us and you do not fuck with Blackwatch.
I'll be happy to prove you wrong. If what Mercer says is true, I need to look into Gentek and Blackwatch. Who's in charge around here?
Fine. I don't know names, but I know there are 2 commanders at the hospital. They turned it into a command post. James, please, don't cause any trouble.
Father, if Blackwatch made the virus, then they killed Maya and Colette. What would you do? You tell me that.
Be careful.
If you hold it, you do a higher jump.
What the hell was that?
But
Am
it's
I
not.
seeing things now?
That's good.
This ain't funny. Why is everything flashing?
Oh yeah, okay, so one of the cool things that they added in this is that you could basically assign your abilities to specific buttons, so you don't have to limit yourself to one at a time, which is neat. They added, I think, one new ability, which is this one. We'll see that in a bit.
Oh man, what the fuck is happening now? Son of a bitch. That's the guy I'm looking for. I've got viral sonar.
They also have a lunge in this
What's on
game.
your mind, Riley?
It's Dr. Turning. All that sympathy he showed Heller, it was unprofessional and a little sickening.
Be that as it may, this is not the topic we discuss in front of the men.
Shit. William! The fuck are you doing in the command center? Get back to your post!
That's that old-ass Gentech guy that was doing tests on me back in the lab. I'll deal with him later. First, I gotta lose these assholes.
So yeah, this ability basically
James, did you find those commanders?
send out
Other guy got
tendrils
away.
I don't know where he'd be.
Don't worry.
whenever
I got something that'll track him down.
you hit an enemy. If you charge it up and hit an enemy with it, the tendrils will come out of the enemy, latching onto objects surrounding you. So you can do it to tanks and have literal parts of buildings, people, and then fucking and fucking other vehicles to hit them, and it's really cool.
This might work better if I could see a little further.
It's taking a little bit to get used to. Yeah, I know which way it's coming from, please.
No idea why this works, but shit, it works.
Koenig's in for a rude awakening if he thinks Colonel Rooks is just another bureaucrat. Hell, LT, I know better than that myself. My old squad leader got drunk one night, picked a fight with the Colonel. He's still in the hospital, last I heard, eating through his... Maybe he was running his mouth like you are. Show some fucking respect.
Colonel Rooks. That's that fucker tried to have me killed back in the lab. Well, let's see if I can find him.
I think I'd prefer
Guess
if the
not.
red bits
Still got
on
no clue how this
his
thing
jacket
works.
weren't pulsating. They just were just hard
Shit.
red.
Locksmith, this is Catapult 2-4. Engaging hostile on bridge.
Kind of like in the first game when Alex was running from a helicopter and he got shot. So yeah, you don't have a slam, which kind of sucks. I think the slam is just... Oh, it's kind of... Let me see. So I'm actually curious. And also, allowing you the option to just consume civilians is kind of weird to have in this game. Largely due to the fact that, like, it just doesn't work. Like, Heller doesn't seem like the type to want to kill people, you know? Like, that's not his fucking MO.
Radio transmission, 250
55 days ago.
Remain behind the barricades. If you pass the barricades, we will use deadly force. Oh, fuck. Here they come. We warned them. Engage! Engage!
Claws, everything's 100%, skills, yeah, it'd be great if I knew what my aerial attacks were. So far, I'm not keen on the fact that I don't know what the fuck my abilities are. Alright. So I gotta go to Guerra over here, I think. Give me a second, I'm actually curious where the fuck we are. What, like, map is this? Okay, so you have New York. Okay. So the nuke clearly went off up here. This was hitting the blast radius, which is why it's the red zone. Okay.
I need to find a Colonel Rooks. He's the one who tried to kill me in that lab.
James, Colonel Rooks is the head Blackwatch commander in NYC. This is much bigger than us. Listen to this Blackwatch message I just intercepted.
Cottonmouth 4-1, this is Cottonmouth. You'll be heading to Test Site Washington. Prepare for controlled release. Over.
You hear that, James? Those specimens, they are the monsters, and the test sites are city parks. This is what Blackwatch does in the Yellow Zone. You cannot stop them.
Father, I am gonna stop them, and I'm gonna find Rooks. With or without your help.
Another thing is, they removed a lot of abilities in this game. Like, in the first game you have the shield. Of course I didn't really use it much. You also have the armor. And a lot of the extra abilities, like the infected site and shit.
411, interrogative. Are the suppression teams in position?
All checks completed, Cottonmouth.
And really for no real particular reason.
Prepare for silent operation.
Like, you can still use the armor, but it's a skin that doesn't really affect how the gameplay works. It just changes how you look.
Copy that. Operation Flytrap is approved.
Roger that, Red Crown.
Like, see, I'm doing this to help the people, but in fighting it here, I'm going to endanger them.
Fuck! Commander, there's a civvy fighting a specimen! That's no civvy! That's a fucking test subject! Get a Gen-Tech capture team down here ASAP! Oh my god, it's down! The specimen is down!
Wow! James, thanks. You helped us.
Now we're talking.
It's like, yeah, I helped you by killing some of you.
Let's give these babies a test run.
I think this game really just simplifies a lot of things in the first game, probably for people who just have problems with it. And I can understand, and I kind of appreciate some of it. I don't know. It's your choice. I think back when I first played these games, I'd say this is what I prefer. But I don't know about that now. Just have to see. I keep fucking...
This is Cottonmouth 4-2 actual. We've lost half our men, sir. Requesting orders, over. 4-2 actual. Dig in and fire more accurately. We don't have the firepower for this. Get reinforcements in here. Fuck.
It's kind of like Wolverine's Lunge, but not as fun. Not as cool. Like, I wish I could fucking live stream that game. I have that game.
Roger that, Cottonmouth.
But
Moving
it's,
to engage, over.
on PS3. It's, they want me to pick up a rocket launcher and
Incoming.
it's like, yeah, I could do that, but I have...
That ass woman ought to restore the father's faith.
Weird, okay. So, in the first game, you can turn off your powers, but in this game, you can't. The only way to turn them off is by entering specific states, I guess.
Father! James, did you go to the park?
Yeah.
And did you stop them?
Oh, I stopped the hell out of them.
And also kill some people in the process.
Father, you okay?
Follow me. We have a lot to do. There are 10,000 Blackwatch troops in NYZ, and who knows what Gentek is doing in those laboratories. We need to put them down.
So you trust him?
I don't know about that, but I can tell you this, James. If Alex Mercer wants to kill every last one of those Blackwatch and Gentek putos, then I am with him.
What about God? He okay with this?
You let me handle him.
Like, and they also kind of removed the, I think, military in this game.
Where do I find Brooks?
Get Its location would be top secret. But back in the day, we used to break into BlackNet terminals and steal that kind of information. The terminals are those satellite trucks you may have seen around.
Didn't know you were such a rebel. What exactly did you do before you were a priest?
Let's just say I've had a lot of tattoos removed.
Enough said.
But as I was saying, it's kind of a shame that the plot ended up being this. Because I was thinking about it earlier, it's like, there's a lot that you could do with the fact that James Heller is the new prototype, you know, the new main protagonist. In the first game, you kill a lot of just basic bitch soldiers. Are these basic bitch soldiers that I just killed? He looked like one. Yeah, he was. I guess it's wrong, but kill a lot of just some soldiers and some like Blackwatch soldiers. You know, there's a difference between the two, and I think it's kind of a shame that they got rid. Or sorry. I think it's a shame that they didn't do this whole interesting plot between Alex and Heller. This is kind of like, oh shit, here's a person that's a soldier, and he had a wife, he had a kid, you know, I am directly responsible for a lot of shit that just happened to them. You know, he's not a terrible person. I made him into this, but then they just shit the bed with it. Just fucking around with that. Just wanted to talk for a minute. Same thing with the first game, you know. The fact that you can kill civilians kind of ruins the plot of some of this. Like I said with the first, that last mission, you know, we killed those people because they were gonna kill civilians, you know, innocent people, and as I was doing it, I was accidentally killing people with my abilities, you know? I wasn't trying to kill those people, but they were in the way. I think it goes against the plot. Same thing with some of the portions of the first game, you know. And I think it would have been better if, like, in the first game, at first you can't really consume civilians, but as it goes on, you kind of become desperate and you have to in certain instances. So you have that questionable morals, because Alex is very much a person who's trying to stop the bad guys, but he himself is also a bad guy. You know? He knows this, and he's trying to stop them so bad things don't happen. Oh, I do have the shields. Weird. I guess their motto was, let's make things a lot easier, so they got rid of some things. Which is weird. They simplified the fuck out of the game series, that's why. Yeah, I'm just trying to turn it off, but it won't let me. Oh, you can turn it off by just tapping right. Okay, let's go. And I already kind of spoiled it, so spoilers with the story of this. But Alex is the villain of this game. I won't go into further detail, but just that he's the villain. I can't even really go into further detail because I don't fucking remember jack shit about why he's a villain in this.
All right, got a name. Dr. Samuel Billingsley.
See, he's a head researcher for Gentek. You're getting closer to Rooks for sure.
Let me try something.
He's also just...
All right. Sam is about to get an unwelcome visitor.
He's also just way more edgy in this, and they acknowledge that with some jokes. Like, this game has some actual jokes. But I don't know. Like, Alex in the first game, yeah, he's an edgy ass fucking character. He looks edgy, like. But to me, that doesn't feel right. You know, like. He's not, like, he has some moments in the first game where he's not really being edgy, you know?
Sabrina! Wasn't expecting you today?
No time for chit-chat, I'm afraid. Your status report was due 24 hours ago.
Well, didn't you get my memo? I'm waiting to see what the effects are on the Suarez family. Both parents are terminal, but the children seem to be exhibiting some fascinating viral outcomes.
Oh, right. The kids with the stage 4 liver cancer.
Yes. What's your point?
Billingsley didn't know anything about Rooks, but I heard something about a Gentek lab experimenting on people.
A lot of the catch and test missions done by Gentek are monitored personally by Rooks. I bet you get to that facility, you'll find out where Rooks is stationed.
This is starting to feel like a wild fucking goose chase.
I have pulsating hands, or throbbing hands, whichever you prefer. It kind of sucks. You don't see a lot of games like this. I don't think, you know, like power trips.
Father Guerra, I'm at the lab.
All right, listen, James. All these Blackwatch and Gentek places use biometric security. Retinal scans, blood tests, things like that. Getting inside won't be easy.
Relax, Father. It'll be easier than you think.
Fucking like Wolverine Origins, the game. Like, that game, I fucking love it. It's one of my favorite fucking games. I got it for Christmas decades ago.
Borrow your keys.
And
no threats, no targets, no tangos.
it's the fucking best thing. I got stuck at a part and just completely stopped playing it and gave up because I didn't know how to progress any further. And then I ended up picking it up again and finishing it. And I think I sold my copy and then I bought another copy a couple years back to play it on PlayStation 3.
Looky here.
I wanna.
Ourselves a VIP. Gonna need access to that room if I'm gonna pick his brains about Rooks.
I want to buy Spider-Man Webs of Shadows because that was another one of my favorite games. It's the first game I ever beat on my own.
Stratus 2-4, this is Stratus. Prepare for another sweep. Over.
Stratus, this is Dr. Genovese. Can you do my team a favor and please bring a few of the agitators back alive?
Copy.
Copy that, Doctor. Shouldn't be a problem.
Yes, please. As wide a range as possible through ages and ethnicities. Oh, but no fatties this time. The containment tanks are too narrow, so we just have to gas the last ones and throw them out.
I want to get it. Yeah, I want to get Webs of Shadows again. It was the first game I ever beat. It was one of my favorites. I love the fucking combat in the game. I also want to get Deadpool. I can buy it on PS4, so I can actually live stream that. Even though it's kind of not the best in terms of Deadpool's like character and. Sorry. I love that. It's like nobody's looking, these scientists are looking.
Damn it. He didn't know shit. Try using his credentials on a nearby computer. There's probably a database that shows Rook's current location.
I'm gonna shut up for this part, because it's kind of funny.
I'm at the computer. What do I press?
First, you need
I'm pressing the red button. Shit. Now the screen's all fucked up. Shit's broken.
Okay, press the alternate key. ALT alternate.
Alt. There's no fucking alt. I got a fucking squiggly line key. I got a fucking key with a triangle on it. What the fuck kind of keyboard is this anyway?
Oh, James, calm down. There should be a button with a blue square on it.
Okay, that's more like it. Bringing up the personnel database. All right. Got the location.
Don't forget to log off.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a boomer.
Terminal 4 is currently logged on with no personnel present. Please return to your station and commence proper log-off procedure.
Fuck off. I hate computers.
But as I was saying, yeah, I could get Deadpool and live stream that, I guess. And actually like the combat of that game. I owned it on PS3. I had a copy. I let my older brother borrow it, and that was a mistake because he ended up just fucking losing it. Something happened. I don't know. It's gone. A teacher of mine gave that to me in high school because he had bought it. I guess he wasn't really feeling it. I was just like, hey, you like Deadpool? You got a PS3? Alright, I'll give you a game. It's like, wow. A game I want. Rated R game too. It's like, the fuck? How could you give that to a student? Like that this guy's not being watched.
Get out of my fucking face. Get the fuck out of my way, Jagoff.
I also have X-Men Destiny, which is a game nobody really gives a fuck about. That game is iffy. I had fun, you know, playing the game,
if any of your superiors
combat, but it's basically been shit.
A career challenge.
Like I give a rat's ass. I joined up to shoot people, not these fucking mutants.
A worthy attitude, I suppose.
I feel like there's shit that I'm trying to. I think it's in the RadNet. Yeah. So here are the skins. You have the one you have equipped. You have an infected version. You have test subject version of him, which we saw how he looked in the beginning. The armored version of him, and then armored version of Alex, and then we have Alex. And infected Alex, zombie Alex. Yeah, it doesn't affect anything. Getting Alex's skin, I think, is like a fucking massive pain. I think you have to like do a bunch of challenges. I'm not gonna change the skin because I guess I want to record the game as it's intended, aside from the fact that I have, you know, abilities that I'm not supposed to have until later. But so the Game Plus, we get to experience the story while also having fun, not being agitated by the lack of fucking variety early on.
James, according to that personnel database, Rooks is holding a private briefing at his command center in a few minutes.
Good. Getting tired of running after this guy.
Listen to me. You've got to be careful, James. These bases are on high alert. You're going to need a military disguise to get inside unnoticed.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Snap. Yeah, I was totally being watched, so does not make sense. I think they took some liberties to make the stealth not as much as a pain, also easy bitch.
Alright, listen
shit.
up.
So,
We have a new mission. Gentek's planning some new high-risk field tests. They've modified their protocols on infected versus civilians. Expect a body count increase. This is a high-clearance detail. You're to report ASAP to Dr. Schaffel. He'll give you the test site location. Dismissed.
Come on, let's go.
there's nowhere for them to go. There's like no doors and shit. It's like a dead end room, you know?
Did you do what you needed to do with Rooks?
I'm thinking he might be more used to us alive. Now I'm looking for some Gentek doctor named Schaffel. He's doing tests on civilians.
I know this man. He's working with Dr. Bellamy, injecting civilians with infected DNA. You need to stop those tests, James. Any scientists involved in this research need to be, how you say, dealt with.
That's my specialty.
Red Crown, we have James Heller at Camp Julia. Repeat, we have James Heller.
Oh my God, what do we do? Just run! Come on! Which way do we go?
We have a hostile. Guard the research team.
Wait, what? I should have read that. Terrible reading direction. Pounce, grab,
We have a hostile. Guard the research
jump,
team.
and press. The problem with jump is that it's do they want me to consume them?
Schaffel, this is Viper 2-3. James Heller is eating your scientists.
What? Stop the hostile immediately. We need that research team. Bellamy, this is Sheffield.
James Heller is eating my team down in Camp Julia.
Damn it, we can't lose that team. They're integral to Phase 1.
Yeah, that's the major problem with doing that. It's because it's a dodge.
You know, Rooks, this is like a dream come true for me.
What the hell are you talking about, Samuelson?
What Gentek's accomplishing. A chance to experiment on live subjects. These refugee camps are like massive petri dishes. It's amazing.
Whatever blows your spirit up.
Bellamy, this is Mako. Your team has been... They're all dead.
How? What do we pay you for? Sheffield, do you read? Where are you?
I'm at the field op camp.
Get the hell out of there! I'm sending an evac transport to your location.
Better hope I don't get there first.
Blackwatch, this is Bellamy. I need an armored transport for Dr. Sheffield now.
This is call sign Viper, ready evac for Sheffield ASAP, over.
No, not ASAP, right now. Sheffield is crucial to Dr. Burke's research.
Roger that. ASAP.
I think they might have like Wolverine Origins and like Webs of Shadows on PlayStation Now, but it's
Viper, this is Dr.
It's PlayStation Now. You don't technically get to own any of the games on there.
Armored Victor is on
It's like
route to
you're
your
borrowing
location.
it.
ETA 1 Mike.
Or
Over.
streaming it basically. And once you don't have that subscription, you can't stream it no more.
Come on, Doctor. In you go.
You've ruined everything, you know. Over half of Bellamy's research team, just gone.
Don't worry, Doc. The city's full of lab rats. We'll get you some more.
Bonus.
Viper 3-4, this is Viper. Proceed with Dr. Sheffield to evac. Viper, this is Viper 3-4. We have contact with unknown hostile. Over. 3-4, engage! Say it again! Engage!
Just like old tin cans.
Viper, this thing is killing us. We need reinforcement.
Oh God! Please don't kill me!
3-4, be advised. Reinforcements are delayed. Over.
Say your son.
I'm sorry!
I can't believe this. I mean, the data we're getting, actual damage to civilians at the hands of weaponized specimens, it's priceless.
Dr. Sheffield, unless you have something to say regarding Gentek's bottom line, I'd advise you to keep your mouth shut.
Sorry, Miss Galloway.
I also think, you know, there was some fun shit to be had with, like, grabbing enemies. Now it's just gone. And I'm curious. I want to grab full-on enemy. Let me grab someone. What?
those scientists?
Yep. By the way, I heard something about Phase 1. You know what that is?
I'll look into it.
Grab. Grab another person. You can make bio bombs. That's something. It's like, I don't know. That is fun. It's like body slamming people across town. Like that's the best way to put this game. It's like they simplified it so it's not as fucking annoying. But then they simplified it so much that they removed a lot of the fun aspects of the first game.
It's that van, Sarge. Definitely something moving inside it. Might be infected. Might be just a couple of hobos. Light it up. We could check it, pop the lock off the back. Fuck it. This area's off limits. Light it up.
There are some like modifiers that you can activate in the Ragbat menu that do make the game a little bit more chaotic and fun. I think they have like a thing like, oh, this will impede some of your rewards or something, your stats. I didn't really need to do this. I thought this was the main mission. Skip.
Red Crown, this is Stray Jacket. We're securing the lair now. Over.
Copy, Stray Jacket. Your mission is to capture the healthiest specimen and deliver to Omicron 7 for civilian testing. Over.
Like hell you are.
Oh. Can I abandon this? Yeah. Abortus. Yeah, so now we're just continue. Actual mission. I think I could have sworn you could like
Viper 2-1, do you copy?
In this game.
He must think I'm one of them.
Viper
2-1, this is Checkmate. How copy?
Checkmate.
Heller's stunt with those scientists really kicked the hornet's nest. Gentech's ramping up the weaponization program.
Copy that order, sir.
Protect that facility at all costs. And if you spot Heller, kill him.
Roger that.
James, I got some information about the civilian testing. They're injecting prisoners with something taken from an infected monster.
Already on it. Gonna check it out right now.
Watch out. You may need to...
Dress up like a Black Watch bitch to get in? I know the drill.
All nearby Blackwatch units, this is Dr. Ted Bellamy, Director of Research Post Long Shadow. We now have full biometric security measures in effect, including fingerprint and DNA scans at all exterior doors. You've been warned.
Commencing Hydra DNA extraction test 416 for civilian and bioweapon testing. Secondary observation. Measure Hydra responsiveness, strength, and range of tendril attack. Tendril attack. I gotta see that.
Hey, it's that thing from the first game.
Move back! It controls me! Move back!
I don't remember it having tendrils.
What's agitating you? It's gotta be some outside factor. The protocol hasn't changed. Get the subject sedated. Now!
Yeah, I could do that. No.
We have a hostile in the testing grounds.
What the hell is this thing?
Yes, the idea is I get it from this thing. But, as I said, this thing doesn't have tendrils. It doesn't have a tendril attack. It didn't have one in the first game, and it didn't use it while we fought. So, like, it doesn't make any sense that it'd be in...
Why am I getting reports
that I'd
that
get it from
Hydra
him,
is
you know?
dead?
We've got a Tango. He's tearing the place apart.
Well, you can go to your fucking dance class later. That is months of research ruined. Kill him now.
Tango primary spotted. We're hot. Fire at will.
Shit, that makes things easy.
Give me a sit rep. Unknown Tango has gone dark, sir. No sign of him anywhere.
Fucking hell. All right, secure the perimeter until the cleanup crew gets here. Burke, this is Bellamy. The facility is a disaster. A hostile destroyed the Hydra and...
Relax. We've extracted enough DNA from the Hydra to complete Phase 1. We're almost ready to move on Phase 2.
He's targeting my men, Burke. I could be next. I need out of here. It's not safe anymore.
I'll talk to Rose.
Seems like you're alone again.
Phase 2, huh? Phase 2 of what?
That's a game I'm contemplating playing. Live streaming is Spider-Man PS4 because I was watching a lot of Spider-Man game reviews a few days back, and I don't know, I'm just in the mood for some good Marvel, you know, half good or mostly good would be what I hear. Mostly good.
Father, I'm here, James. Listen, I re-established contact with a source. Okay, she goes by Athena. She told me about another place Blackwatch runs, a place where a lot of civilians go in, but nobody sees them coming out. I'll handle it.
So this game also attempts to address some issues with the first game in the fact that you have like a bunch of like story threads that just go unanswered.
We're nearly finished hosing out the last cell. Give us 10 minutes and then you can unload the whiners.
Like what happened to Alex's sister. Towards the end of the game, the first game, we save her and she's unconscious, and the doctor at the morgue says, yeah, she's stable, she's just knocked out right now. Implying she's alright, she just wasn't conscious at the moment. And same thing with that doctor, like, they just, like, vanished from the plot. And Karen Davis, I believe, Alex's girlfriend, she also vanishes, but they acknowledge it.
Come on, hurry it up.
Is that she just, like,
heartless sons of bitches,
vanished off the face of the earth. That they either killed her or, they either killed her or, what's the word I'm looking for? Or just evacuated her.
You don't like it when a monster rolls up on your home turf? Enough fun and games. Time to get in there.
For some reason I want to talk about Transformers, because I also like Transformers, obviously. Fucking bird. But, my friend and I are big Transformers fans, and we were really big fans of Cybertron games. I never played War for Cybertron, aside from like the demo, I think, on Xbox. And he played both. I only played Fall of Cybertron, which was my favorite game. Was, I think, the first game that made me want to get my own console. Because I would always play on other people's consoles. I never really had my own console. And I remember playing the beta or the demo for it on my brother's PlayStation 3 and playing online and just having a fucking blast. Like, yeah, I want this. I want my own console. And I got my own PlayStation 3. Got the game when it came out. Slipcover. No longer have it. I own it on PS3 still, the game. I also bought it, luckily, before it was... I also bought the remastered on PS4 before it was removed. Activision was doing this a lot, and I don't fucking like it. Game properties that they were about to lose, they would make like a remaster and release it on current gen before losing the license, and because because they'd lose the license, they'd have to remove it from the PlayStation Store, right, digitally. So if the game released on disc, you can still purchase it on disc, but not digitally. So if you did not purchase Flawless Cybertron Remastered on PS3 when it came out, you can't get it now. And there was never a disc version released. I was so upset because I was so eager to get Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 because they remastered them and released them on PS4 current gen consoles. And I only played the demo for Ultimate Alliance 2. And I held off on getting them. I'm like, yeah, I can get them later. Nope. Lost the license and removed it from digital stores. Never released on disc. I'd have to get the PS3 versions to play them, which sucks. I was looking at Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Like, my opinion on it when it first was coming out was not a great one, because aesthetically I preferred the first two games, and then the fact that it was, you know, what's the word? Exclusive to Switch, despite being a sequel to two games that were available on other consoles, not just one. It was just a big fuck you to me and other people.
Try and hit me now. Python, this is Cottonmouth. We've arrived at the test site and are moving to suppress all hostiles. Over.
Cottonmouth. Sir, the target just took a direct hit with no damage.
All units, focus your fire. Break that fucker down. Python, this is Cottonmouth. Tango Primary is massed through half my troops already. We're in over our heads here. Cottonmouth, this is Python. Additional reinforcements are moving into place at site perimeter. Over.
But as I was saying, it just sucked. Like, they remastered and released the Ghostbusters video game on PS4 recently, like a couple months back. And when they were doing that, I was like, yeah, I have to fucking buy it when it comes out immediately, because knowing them, they'll just fucking remove it from the store. You know, it was probably just them doing a whole, oh, we gotta make some money off of this one last time before they fucking take it back from us. But it doesn't seem like that was the case. I think, what's the word, I think it's because Ghostbusters Afterlife was supposed to come out, I think, months back. I think it was supposed to come out months back. And they were going to try and profit off of, you know, the release of the movie and people's interest in Ghostbusters again. What sucks is that game isn't like multiplayer, so you can't like do ghost investigations and shit with your friends. I think the Wii version was multiplayer, which sucks. Another game I would love to get ported on current consoles, which probably never happen. Actually, no, it probably would, because they've been pretty good with porting old Star Wars games. Revenge of the Sith, a video game. I own it on PS3 digitally. They didn't remaster it, but they just, you know, put it on PS3. I fucking love that game. I love the combat. It's a precursor to Force Unleashed.
Viper 1-2, come in.
A lot of the same controls.
Better get on my Viper 1-2 suit.
Viper 1-2, this is Checkmate. How copy? Checkmate. You are to escort a Gentech researcher named Bellamy to the Green Zone. Coordinates transmitting. Bellamy's a Gentech VIP. Getting him out of Heller's reach is paramount. Copy that. And if you even think you have contact with Heller, you are cleared hot. Put that son of a bitch down.
Got you now, Bellamy.
Blackwatch? Viper. It's Dr. Ted Bellamy. I'm supposed to get evac'd out of here. Where is my evac team? Over. Thank you.
Dr. Bellamy, this is Viper. We have a helicopter en route to pick you up. Should arrive in 3 to 5.
Black hole attack. I'm assuming it means that, yeah.
Viper 1-2, contact with unknown hostile. Roger that, 1-2. Interrogative. Identity of bogey. Not a bogey. Target's on foot. Roger, 1-2. Subject is Tango Primary. Engage hostile and await further orders.
Was that my ride that just crashed?
Helicopter evac is not working. Ready Bellamy in an armored transport. We've got Bellamy. Convoy is leaving as we speak.
Do not believe I have to associate with such brutes. Let me guess, you played football, right?
Clamp your pie hole shut, Doc, or I swear, I'll tie you up and drag you behind us.
I think you did.
Oh my god, Hustle just ripped our rockets off.
What's going on out there? Let me see.
Sit your ass down, Doc. Holy Christ! Target's weapons are tentacles of some kind. Definitely a rogue infected.
I don't know what the point is with the bonus.
Then I'll consider you an appetizer.
Heller is attacking Gentech scientists. Can't you see that? He'll be coming for me.
Yes, well, I'll get you transferred to the Green Zone as quickly as possible. Heller won't pass up a bunch of targets packed that tight.
You want to use us as bait?
Relax, Doc. This will all be over before you know.
It's another game. I've never played Vanquish. I own Vanquish. I have owned Vanquish since it came out on PS4. The remastered version came out on PS4. Same thing with Bayonetta. I bought them on disc. I've played Bayonetta before. I own it on PS3, and now I own it on PS4. Never got to play Bayonetta 2 because of obvious reasons. I was hoping, since they ported...
Just took down another Gentech VIP. Find me some information on a doctor named Burke. I think he's in charge of some other Gentech project.
Right away, James.
But as I was saying, I was hoping with the remastering and release of Bayonetta 1 and Vanquish onto PS4 and current gen consoles, it would mean that we would get potentially Bayonetta 2, especially because they remastered and released Wonderful 101 on every console when it initially was a Wii U exclusive. So hoping eventually we'll get Bayonetta 2 on current gen consoles, so I can actually get to fucking play the game. What's another thing? Yeah. I prefer Devil May Cry over Bayonetta, but Bayonetta's got a lot of great qualities.
Father Guerra, you there? James, listen. Father, what's wrong?
No time, listen. Blackwatch is coming. They must have figured out I was talking to you.
Shit. I'll be there as soon as I can.
What? No. They're coming in from every direction. I'm telling you this so you'll stay away.
And let you get killed for helping me? Screw that.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense that he'd sit there and go, "Oh, don't stay away." It's like, I'm super powered. You know this.
Dragon, this is Rattler 1-3. We're at the church, but target's holed up inside with the man mill. Over.
Explosives are authorized. Be on the lookout for the escape test subject. You are cleared hot on both.
You cleared hot. Great. More meat wagons.
Oh, excuse me.
Wonder if that'd come off.
Yeah, what?
Dragon, this is Hammerhead 4-2. We've arrived at the church. What is the target's location?
I'm right here.
4-4. The hostile's on your fucking roof. Shake him, shake him.
Yeah, I actually don't think you could, like, get into, like, vehicles in this game. Or you might be able to, it's just a later unlock.
Where the fuck are you guys?
Because I know you can finish them, which is like,
don't know when to give up,
fucking defeat them. Like,
Dragon, this is Mako 2-3. Engaging church. Over.
Nuh-uh. No, you fucking don't.
Yeah, that's another thing I just realized. When you're playing the first game and you're like doing a lot of the crazy shit, you know, like the body slamming and all that, I was so giggly.
Father!
This, I'm not really giggling.
Where are you?
I only giggled because of the guy talking and shit.
A church. Come on, we gotta go. Come on. I should have just let them take me. Father, we don't have time for this dramatic shit, alright? Maybe you can't stay here anymore. That's no reason to lay down and die. No. You get somewhere safe. I mean it. I need you, Father. We're in this together.
Yes, in this morally gray bullshit of a fucking story that I'm in. Trying to save people, but meanwhile I'm also killing people. This is what I really can't get behind with it.
James, I'm heading to the green zone. It's much safer there.
All right, Father. I'll join you after I'm done here.
Thank you.
No problem.
There's also kind of some stupid bullshit with, like, Heller and his family, you know? Because I think it's like he came home and found his wife dead, and his daughter not there, so he just assumed she's dead too. And it's like, okay, I would have preferred if it was just they died when he was off at the military, and he got word of it, and saw pictures, and was like, fuck. You know, but no. They had to make it weird, I think.
James, I think I found the location of Dr. Koenig.
No shit. Maybe I'll lock him down with a dozen bloodthirsty infected. See how he likes it.
I'm sending you his coordinates. You need to stop him, James. He's a dangerous man.
That's all the reason I need.
They follow me? They probably don't. Yes, you still have, you know, your Devastator, you know, ultimate abilities. I don't think they're as fun, you know. Plus, the Devastator ultimate abilities in the first game,
I'm at Colonel's location.
They're buttons. If you just press the buttons instead of just holding them,
way inside,
you get some, like, the knuckle slam, the ground slam.
Spare some DNA. Thanks.
Yeah, I created a distraction inadvertently. I didn't intend for them to be a distraction. Jeez.
They got a lot of security in here.
Dios mío. Who knows what kinds of experiments they're working on?
I know. I was one of them.
So...
This dude has access to the monster cages. Oh, I could start some shit with that.
Fuck! Get me out of here!
So I need a gun. I could, like, shoot these monsters without having to... Yeah, that's cool. That's fun. I think a lot of the stealth portion, like, if they had taken everything from the first game, polished it up, and kept the stealth portions from this, potentials from this, like, you know, keep some features from this, it'd be great.
Dr. Koenig.
Sergeant Heller, I am so glad to see you're still in one piece. You're not hurt, are you?
Koenig.
Listen, just listen. Gentek is forcing me to work for them. I'm on your side, don't you see? Didn't I try to keep you alive back there in the lab? Didn't I? Never mind that. I have to warn you. Gentech is developing a program called Orion. They're growing... How can I describe them? They're super soldiers, and they're going to be sent after you, Sergeant. So you might be able to stop them if you act immediately.
So what, am I supposed to just trust you?
Let me help you, please. Guilt will destroy me otherwise.
If you're telling the truth, we'll talk more.
Please, please, time is of the essence. The head researcher's name is Dr. David Burke. Hurry!
I was contemplating playing, live streaming some Avengers, but, you know, that game is iffy. Super iffy. And, yeah, I want to play, like, it's not that I don't enjoy gameplay of...
Have you taken care of Koenig?
Not exactly. Got some bigger problems now. You heard of Project Orion?
No. What is it?
A bunch of super soldier mutants trying to hunt me down.
Que hijo de putas. Be careful out there, James.
What was I saying? It's not that I don't enjoy playing Avengers, it's just that
this place ain't exactly lightly
it's
guarded.
repetition
As
kind
should
of
be expected, if you
hurts
take
it.
out those communication systems, they won't be able to call for reinforcements.
The first game I'd be able to just sabotage this, but
This is Rambler 2-1. Hostile has destroyed Con Tower 1.
Copy that. Tango is cleared hot. Say again, suppress Tango immediately. This is Dr. Burke. Ready Orion 1-1 for combat.
beefier, stronger version of the boss from the first game.
You ripped my friend's limb from fucking limb, and now I can do the same thing to you.
Hey, Koenig, I thought you said Project Orion wasn't active yet.
That's correct.
Yeah? Then what the fuck am I fighting right now?
Oh dear, this is not good.
I think.
Take down the hostile.
What's it gonna fucking? Oh, my brain. Saying they're beefier versions, right?
Dr. Burke, Tango is sabotaging the substation.
Fix it, you fools. We can't lose this facility.
Never mind. My brain.
God damn it! The entire facility is going.
Where is my mind? Where is thy mind? I was super excited for Avengers, but it turned out, you know, it turned into what it was, and I still enjoy it.
How many of these assholes?
Sometimes I'm hoping, and they released that shit that we've been waiting for months now, that it improves.
orders to evacuate the facility. Everything's gone. It's all destroyed. Project Orion is destroyed.
Not entirely. We still have the Phase 2 soldier at our proving grounds. We can clone him and continue the research there.
They could just clone.
It's Dr. Bird said something about proving grounds. Find out what the hell he's talking about and get back to me.
Like, really? You could just clone in this game? There's a lot of little issues. I was gonna say, fucking, one discrepancy I fucking saw is the fact that James Heller himself is a fucking a soldier, right? There are soldiers in this game from the US government, and then there's the Black Watch soldiers, and we will occasionally kill the US soldiers. I like these discrepancies.
Sergeant Heller!
What's wrong, Doc?
It's the Orion Project. I've discovered the location of the proving ground.
Send me the coordinates.
Right away. If you move very quickly, you might be able to destroy the entire program.
Got it. Thanks, Doc.
If you move rather quickly, you'll be able to destroy the entire program, and this entire fucking enemy type will no longer be in the game.
What these proving grounds are for?
Those super soldiers you were fighting were only the first phase of the Orion project. Phase 2 was to fuse the existing serum with DNA extracted from, well, from you.
What?
Luckily, the samples were destroyed in the Orion facility, but they still have one successful Phase 2 soldier at the proving grounds.
Not for long. Hell of an operation they got going here.
Remember, your primary target is the Phase 2 Orion soldier. If you don't take him out, then Burke will be able to duplicate the soldier's DNA and continue his experiments.
Trust me, he'll be the first to go.
This is Rattler 1. We've spotted Heller. Heller? No. Don't let him near the test subject.
This motherfucker just looks like Bane, honestly.
There's no use resisting.
Piece of shit's even got my voice.
Yeah. That was a cheap shot.
If we lose that specimen, all of our work is for nothing. Kill the hostile now!
Give up, and I'll make it quick.
You better quit talking like me. I'll tell you that.
His voice in the fucking intro is a little bit softer too.
No! No!
What was it?
Hammer time!
Jesus, he's still alive. Where's that goddamn Gentech capture team?
Which one? Yeah, I get it.
Shit.
What the fuck was that?
Warning. Infected biomass readings have spiked. Evacuation necessary.
Heller, what's going on over there?
I ate that Orion too, and then I exploded.
That's biomass expulsion technology. You might be able to replicate the effects if you consume more biomass.
And yet this stop Orion
All
boys,
Viper
you
units,
know.
this is Red Crown. Suppression forces in position. Over.
Shit!
The infected broke out of their cages. We're being overrun.
Viper 2, stay in position. Tango Primary is not to leave the premises.
All Rattler units, this is Rattler 3. Concentrate fire on Tango Primary, over. Viper 2 reporting, over. Kill that motherfucker!
This is Dr. Burke. I need to be extracted immediately. Where's my protection?
Take my DNA. I'll take yours.
Close to a big breakthrough, are you, Doc?
More like a personal milestone. I've been observing Heller, taking the measure of his strength. Now I know exactly how to put him down.
Put him down? Dr. Koenig, what are you planning?
Oh, it's nothing to fret over.
It's
none of your concern, Commander. Don't try to think above your pay grade.
Koenig, I'm gonna gut you like a fucking trout. Koenig, you set me up.
Set you up? What are you talking about? I've been trying to help you.
Bullshit. You've been trying to get me killed. Now I'm gonna return the favor.
Sergeant, please. If you'll just come back to the lab, I'm sure I can explain whatever misconceptions you might have. Sergeant! Sergeant!
I'm just thinking about the story in this, and how there's like a reveal towards the end that I think really should have been in the game. It kind of ruins Heller's character, in my opinion, even more.
Sergeant Heller, why are you so cross? Have I done something to offend you?
Drop the act, you lying sack of shit. You think you can play me like this?
Well, I think I already have.
Terrorist.
Burn that
a monster.
to a cinder.
I am all those things.
You're gonna need more than this to kill me, Doc.
long as that asshole finds me.
Relax, Doc. Your location is top secret.
Troy Baker again.
Until I eat your brain.
Holy shit! Target just whipped our toe off! Target just whipped our goddamn toe off!
Ah! Commander, don't you dare let him eat you!
Yeah, Commander.
Dr. Koenig, do you copy?
What is it, Commander?
Red Crown has established your fallback location if something goes foobar with Heller. You'll be set up at Base 7.
With additional security, I should hope.
You'll have to take that up with Colonel Rooks, Doctor.
Base 7, huh? Thinks he can hide from me?
And on we go, and on we go. Fucking.
Attention all military personnel. I want this place locked down tighter than the head of a drum.
I think after this mission,
smoke this fucker out of his hidey hole.
I'm going to,
We have a confirmed visual on the hostile. Approaching your grid.
That's him, Heller! That's your target! Kill him!
I'm going to, end it. And
you're pathetic, Heller. A delusional loser. Perhaps after I've had you in the set, we'll send you to a taxidermist. Hang your next point of performance. Give up this pitiful attempt, Heller. Try to retain the least shred of dignity.
Heller copter. Wait, Heller.
Hey, what are you doing up there? Improving your defense systems. Just fly the fucking helicopter. Why are we stopping, pilot?
It's because of your goddamn tinkering. It overloaded the weapons and nav systems.
Well, fix it, idiot.
That's it. Abandon ship.
Stay right where you are, pilot.
I believe this is where the game just goes, yeah, fuck you to the plot.
I'm what you could have been. What you were supposed to be. I'm going to prove that to Mercer. Prove he's mistaken about you. And when he sees how flawed you are, I'll be there watching while you die.
Son of a bitch. Laugh while you can.
You are lacking, Sergeant. A brute, an animal. Nothing.
Then I guess nothing's about to put you 6 feet under, Doc.
What do you even hope to prove here?
I don't want to prove anything. I just want to fuck you up. I could do this all damn day, Koenig. Only thing you're doing is stalling.
If you kill me, Mercer won't be pleased.
I'll worry about that after I've beaten you to death.
So, you want to fight to the death? Then let us get on with it. Dance on your corpse.
Fucking drama queen.
He died from the fall.
Laugh while you can.
You're so slow, Heller. I'll let useless muscle weighs you down.
You'll see how useless it is when I'm ripping your head off.
What's wrong, Heller? Can't catch up? Little out of shape, eh?
Save your breath, Koenig. You'll need it for screaming. I could do this all damn day, Koenig. Only thing you're doing is stalling.
If you kill me, Mercer won't be pleased.
I'll worry about that after I've beaten you to death.
So, you want to fight to the death? Then let us get on with it. You want me to beg, Heller? Is that what you want?
I want you to shut up and die.
I must say, Dr. Mercer, recruiting the Evolve from within Gentek's ranks is a brilliant strategy. We're rocking through their power structure, while Sabrina Galloway is already in line for CFO.
Then follow her example, Koenig. I'll need everyone in place to do what needs to be done in the green zone.
Of course, sir.
Heller! You know I should kill you. I needed Koenig, and you just took him out. Like swatting a fly.
Well, maybe you should have told me you had more of us running around. Not to mention some batshit insane mad scientist motherfucker.
Well, now you know. We're in Gentek. We're in Blackwatch. Our eyes and ears are everywhere.
You're building an army.
And when there's enough of us, you and I will lead an attack that will wipe Blackwatch and Gentek off the face of the Earth.
And the virus.
What?
The virus goes too, right?
All of it. It's in the plan. Not long now. Be ready.
Lying motherfucker. Father.
You need to come see me in the green zone. Athena's got some bad news.
So do I. Mercer's been feeding us a line of bullshit. He's up to something.
James, you do not know the half of it.
I'm on my way.
A massive departure from how he ended the last game, in my opinion, which I'm not a fan of. Because that wasn't his mentality in the first game. You know, like he accepts that he accepts that that he's the virus that and it's just taking the form of Alex Mercer, and that Alex Mercer is to blame for the virus killing so many people, and you know, he then spreads the virus again. It's like they were just like, well, it's Alex Mercer. Alex Mercer's the one who released the virus in the first game, so he would logically release the virus again. It's like, no. Because at the end of the game, you aren't Alex. You're something posing as Alex that doesn't agree with Alex. And I think that's just... It's just the writers for this game that were just like... that didn't have an understanding of the plot from the first game and Alex's character from the first game, and just wanted Alex to be this super evil fucking bad guy. Like, he's just a less interesting fucking Magneto, and James is just an angry Professor X. But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end it. So I'll probably do part 2 later, and or wait for tomorrow maybe. Who knows? So bye.